channel.
Hello guys, thank you for staying with us and welcome to the channel final with Su. Always a pleasure. It's nice to have you.
Yes,
and I'm your host, Official Ola. It's no news that ever since the Super Falcons crashed out of the WAFCONs as they were one of the favorites, the NFF has been under huge scrutiny from the coach, from the players, and especially the head of the NFF.
The coach has been sacked.
The coach has been sacked. At least. So I'm talking about the main head of the NFF and the NSC. A huge scrutiny and reports making rounds since 24 hours ago is that the NFF, the NSC has been given an ultimatum of 24 hours by the federal government. We would have said something about it since yesterday, but we're trying to gather one or two facts to cross-check and balance out how credible that information is. What do you make do of that information?
You know, there's a lot going on in the legal space. Yeah. I said the last time, when you want to fight corruption doesn't fight back.
Yeah.
They are using their own side of the media to also fight back, to suppress the attack from every angle. There has been a lot of things going on. There we heard that the government has been involved, but I really do not trust the fact that they said 24 hours.
Yes.
If you look at between now and then, it's almost 24 hours, and then nothing has happened.
Yeah.
No, even though I'm not expecting anything to happen, because people are resilient in saying they love Nigerian football to the extent that they are not ready to let go or leave the office even when they are failing.
Yeah.
And then, so it is what it is at this point. I think we'll be seeing so many. See, there will be so many media reports. That's why we really have to give credit to Super Falcons under the leadership of Madugu.
Yeah.
They did us one solid by.
But if they have done well,
yes, now we will not be seeing all of these things.
Yeah.
Now, report has already said that the EFCC has been involved. Now, what I think the government is trying to do is the government is trying to use what they know about the NFF to suppress them.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you are telling the federation to step down, it might not make sense. But they were validly elected.
Yes.
And you understand,
they are elected to resign.
Yes. So you know that when you bring in corruption cases against them, then they will shiver. And that was why we saw all of those moves yesterday. Yeah. There were talks that they were invited to the villa, and there were also talks that 6 Congress members have resigned and all. So when you look at all of this, you will be able to tell that we are probably going somewhere. Yeah. But my fear is, Official, let us not now go from fry pan to fire. Yeah. Because I really still do not trust this government. This government involvement. Let me put it that way. Yeah. This government involvement. Some people have said, why not, instead of telling people to resign, why not allow the election go on, and then we vote them out by voting a particular candidate and funding a particular candidate to contest against them. But how do we go about that? If we are saying we fund a particular candidate, are we going to fund all of the 36 FAs to vote for him? Because there's no way anybody can say he wants to invest money, unless you are the government, in a particular candidate that can that can stand this current Alhaji Musa Gusau's heavyweight NFF. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I think we are going somewhere. We are getting there gradually. But I just hope that we don't move from fire to fire. Olympic qualifiers is 6 weeks from now, both for the female and the under 20. So everything that we have to do has to be between now and that time, so that we know where we are actually heading. The truth is the truth. People have declared the vote of confidence in this administration. We are tired. It's only in Africa, let me not say Nigeria, that we'll see leaders. These people that you want to go and serve are saying you don't want to serve us. You are saying you want to serve, you want to serve. You are telling us that you want to correct your wrongs. You're asking for a second time. You are saying sorry every now and then. After teams are not qualifying, after people are saying you don't even know what it takes to administer sport or football. So I think a lot will be unfolded in days to come. I'm sure that this corruption case will probably hold water, because I know that the government has something against them. Yeah. And then I really do know after now this is where I'm going to. When we see them start resigning, because they say 6 members can start resigning. Now we still want an in-depth investigation into how that 12 billion was spent.
Yes, those people even resign. They should not go scot-free.
They should not go scot-free. We are seeing thieves dancing up and down now. It should not be poor thieves that are made to dance up and down. Thief now. So what? There's no in the face of the law. There's no small thief. We're going to be equal in the face of the law. So if you steal
a phone and you can dance,
there's someone that is stealing 12 billion. Should also be brought to book. So it's not, it should go beyond, okay, let us resign, and then you will not look into our case again. You understand that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Let us say, okay, we have agreed to resign, but you are not going to look into our case again. Still official. If you check the NFF page, ever since this whole story, they have been very active.
Yes.
All of a sudden, they are posting back to back.
I've seen players.
They are going
This guy
on
has scored
workshop. They are posting
happy birthday.
They are going on workshop.
Like,
they are posting workshop. I say, even if they post the Infantino, we made a chop. People are tired of you. Yeah. So a lot is going to be unfolding in days to come, and I am sure. See, government is one of the difficult organizations to fight.
You can't win,
except they let you very rare, unless they let you win. And in letting you win, probably they have set another trap for you somewhere. Yeah. So, and I still do not, like I say, I do not trust the government 100% intervention in football. There are talks that the current General President Nigerian is the one that is trying to lead the government intervention. And you understand? So you understand? So there's a lot of talks. Some people are saying they are bringing Amaju Pinnick back. Imagine, we're talking about they say they're going to set up a normalization committee. Yeah. So somebody says, is it going to be Amaju Pinnick? And the people forget that even while Amaju Pinnick was the NFF chairman, there was a Musa Gusa who was a member of the Amaju Pinnick's Congress.
That was aspiring.
Yes.
And it was more like continuity.
So when we say we need a total overhaul,
yeah,
you know what we are saying. Yeah, because when you look at even the Congress members, they are even worse than even Alhaji Musa Gusa. I can boldly say that. Yeah. Now, I saw one report where they said Austin Eguava has been crying foul in the past few weeks that he has just been a seat technical director.
No, all of the things that he says is not holding water.
It's not holding water, and people do not see that part. He just decided to keep quiet about it. Madugu also said, according to the report, that he has not been paid since 2022 when he has been assistant to Aduwadron.
So the WAFCON's nothing.
So you see all those things, and then people are asking, why have you been silent about these things?
So is that why
have you been silent about
these things?
So, and then he said they didn't give him proper preparation to the WAFCON. And then you see that everything is still trickling back to the NFF. So then you understand, because they know that is an ongoing. Maybe you know that you're not qualified, but when you get there, just keep quiet. You understand all of those kind of things. So how long would we continue to continue like this? So it is one. And if you look at it deeply, and I said it, some of the people that are actually like Austin Eguava, that is the technical director, it might not be so bad, but because it's limited.
Yes,
in terms of
cannot be as loud as the political ones.
You understand? It's limited in terms of who is working. We were at the unveiling of the secretary, and you saw how they limited us too.
Yes,
we were trying to ask questions.
They kept many people quiet,
but they were able to keep so many people quiet.
Yeah,
they were able to, even when we were trying to buy away. They made sure that it was their own questions.
People that will ask questions, so they have those answers
already. So that is how the environment is built. So it is a total overhaul. We need to get, because if we are not careful, if we look at the NFF, aside Musa Gusa, there might be another. There are many other Musa Gusa, there are many other Amaju Pinnick in the system too, that we need to really flush out. So a lot is going to probably unveil itself in days to come. But I just hope that we don't go from frying pan to fire.
If we're talking about going from frying pan to fire and the government interfering in one way or the other, because I see what the government are trying to do. They're not trying to come out outrightly, you understand, to try and interfere directly. So they're trying to use an institution under them, which is the EFCC and the ICPC or whatever, and the corruption process. But anyway, the country that we are today now, we have seen many cases of embezzlement. I would have used my state as an option. I don't want it to be a political thing yet. Whereas a particular governor, 80 billion in the mix. He was on the run. He was on the run for these kind of malpractices. And the government deceived us that they wanted to do something with the EFCC and the ICPC. We're supposed to be an independent body, but it is clear now that they have directives from the federal government.
You have to move.
So immediately they try to do something under this administration. We don't get to see the end of the issue now. So I don't even trust the whole process of government intervening in this process by using the EFCC to track them, setting 12 billion or so. Anyway, We don't need the EFCC to tell us that there are mismanagement of funds in this administration.
Yes.
We know it already. So telling the EFCC to come here, you understand, and try to do one or two things. I don't trust the whole process of government intervening. If the government are intervening in the process and sack all of them, I wouldn't even mind, even if it is not the right process. You understand now? Like we said, the process is not getting this elected, which me and you know how. How do they get this elected? The FAs. I feel that is where government should start sensitizing the FAs, calling a meeting with the FAs chairman first, not using EFCC and ICPC that we know follow their orders. I'm just saying.
Yes, I understand.
Many EFCC cases have gone that
under the
not
carpet.
continue.
That's the irony of the Nigerian system that we find ourselves. Because when you look at cases right, left, and center, it just looks like the ones that you don't like is the ones that
this institution are going after.
That's when the
and after they switch that, okay, they are your way, the case stop.
So, but like I said, I still do not trust the government interference 100%. So, yes, I do not. But it looks like the government also wants to save their own face. Like I said,
yes.
Like I said last time,
because election is around the corner.
Yeah.
So they want that institution, they want that branch to work in.
To at least they know that maybe people don't get their time when you are seeing. But this is like the only sport that keeps people together. Football. Forget all of those things that your namesake was saying some couple of days ago. Football is what keeps everybody together. Dr. Olapade.
My name is Olalekan.
He picked the three.
My name is Lekon.
He picked the first three. You said it now. He picked the first three. Maybe if we check, well, he might be playing Lekon too. So he picked the first three. So football is what brings all of us together. It's what unites us. And then look at what our football has done to both female and the male, both unders and the non-unders. So they are really trying to save their own face here. And in saving their own face, they might want to use this administration, this NFF administration as a scapegoat. We are looking for how it benefits us. It's not like we really trust the government too.
Yeah.
Okay, now somebody saying the NSC. Was it not the NSC that we heard from their mouth a couple of days ago?
Yes. That we should leave football.
And I just mentioned the person that was leading the government intervention. Now, I saw your reaction.
Yeah.
So when you look at the whole cycle, it looks like we are in serious trouble.
And recycling now.
It looks like we are in serious trouble.
Big mess. So it's as if what you are saying is actually true. In the case of getting rid of this particular people, let's not go and bring the worst people to checkmate the worst party.
So that's why I said let's not go from fire to fire. But I just know that something is going to happen. How it's going to happen, I really do not know. When it's going to happen, I really don't know. But I'm hoping that it happens before the Olympic qualifiers start setting in, so that the coaches and will start doing their job, because it is all in shambles right now.
Yeah.
Everybody is trying to run. They said they called their phone numbers yesterday. They were not reachable. In fact, there was talk that they were playing a match in Kaduna in favor of Alhaji Musa Gusau. I really don't know that tournament. They said the final was holding. I really don't know whatever politics they are. That will also play with this, because they understand how the thing works too. You understand? So they are trying to fight back to see how they can sustain it. And the fighting back, they will start raising the issue of FIFA ban and all of those things to protect, to shield their own self too. Because you know how much is per earning. So they really don't want that largesse to stop. They don't want that largesse to stop. You understand? You want to go block where person they chop. You need to go use from the money we don't. You go use on 612 billion naira is a lot of money. And then the pressure that people are mounting on them, both online and tagging FIFA and all of those things, will probably make the government also see that, okay, let's also try. I think they want to use that ICPC and EFCC thing to actually make them resign, because this is not today that they just realize that 12 billion naira is missing.
We have realized this a long time ago.
So the government is bringing
hold them.
When you know, say
that will publicize this thing or you step down.
You understand? So it is like we are trying to use it as a bargaining chip, which is not supposed to be. Whoever has stolen money should account for it
and dance. Let them dance. Let them dance.
Whoever has stolen money should account for it. But like I said, we should keep fingers crossed that this pendulum swing in the direction of Nigeria. We get the right persons, not just one now, persons in place.
Anyway, thank you very much. Yes, for those of you that are just seeing this production for the very, very first time, I think this matter is a long one, because we have been dropping production since last week, concerning since when the Falcons the Super Falcons, one of the most promising sector of our football that normally do us proud, crashed out of the WAFCONs in a way that we are not so happy. From the group stages. It was not a rosy one. Even we have failed to qualify for the World Cup
for the first time
in Brazil.
For the first
it's
time
not a thing synonymous to the female side, but it is what it is. So NFF have been under huge scrutiny. First of all, what they did in their own internal body is to set up a 6-man committee.
Fact finding.
Yeah, fact finding. You understand? And they said they're getting 2 weeks to find something. On the other hand, the federal government are trying to intervene in one way or the other by using allegedly using the EFCC to checkmate one or two things. Talks of probably 12 point something billion missing and unaccounted for. So they should come outside and say something about it. And we know how the thing goes in this country. If you don't have an answer for the 12 billion, you either resign or one or two things happen. But as it stands, this is not going to be the last production concerning the NFF and the federal government of Nigeria. Believe me, we'll keep updating you as the issue keeps going. The election is around the corner, talks of postponement or something, but as it stands, the Nigerians don't value Alhaji Musa Gusau, the NSC or whatever they're offering us.
And his administration.
Yes, in administration.
I mean, there's also
presence, all of them in that office. It's as if they're not doing
the Secretary General who has already been the mastermind of all of
for almost 12, 13 years, man.
Yes, nothing
to
show.
Like a permanent seat.
10,000.
So that man has seen how many presidents?
He worked with Alhaji.
Buhari was there.
He worked with. Okay, you're talking about the Nigerian president.
Yes.
Okay.
No, the general secretary.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Are you talking about how many Nigerian presidents
has he seen?
Not now.
Not. Because before he became general secretary, he was in the system.
Yes,
too.
yes. He worked with the PINIC. So a lot has been going on.
A lot.
He knows
the in and out.
He knows a lot.
Hopefully, these matters get way forward. Well, that's our time. Always nice to have you. I'm your host, Official. Please go to the comment section and share opinion concerning this. And please, you can subscribe and comment on each of our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Final Whistle 931. We also have a short channel, should in case that channel pops up on your timeline. Final Whistle Shorts with the red ribbon. Please, it's also our channel. For some people that don't like the longer videos, that is where we talk about preview, the post-match reactions and everything. Remember, the Premier League is back. So please, that channel is very, very, very important. See you guys.